As you start becoming more advanced in NXT-G, what you'll find is that sometimes you need to configure blocks in quote-unquote real time. And this is where data wires come in. So let me back up a little bit and explain what I mean by configuring blocks in real time, and then how data wires play into this. Okay, so let's say I pull off a move block, and I want to go forward 3 rotations. I can put that in. Okay, I'm configuring this ahead of time. I want to go 40% power. But if I ever wanted to do something like go 40% power, but increase it at the same rate as the light sensor is increasing, or go 3 times the number of rotations as I have distance in the ultrasonic sensor. So if the ultrasonic sensor reads through like 5 inches, I want to go forward 15 rotations, something like that. Then I can't plug in a value right here, right now. Like I can't say 15 because it may not be 15 when I run the program. It may end up being 8 or 4 or something else like that. So what do I do? Well, this is where data wires come in. Data wires are ways of piping, so to speak, information between blocks. So if I have, say, a light sensor, or not a light sensor, a ultrasonic sensor block, and I want it to communicate with my move block and tell it how many rotations to travel, I use data wires. Data wires are very closely related to what we call the data hub. Data hubs are accessed by you mouse over the bottom of the block, and you'll see this little double arrow symbol. You click and you get all these different little options. Many blocks have them. You'll see that some of these ports on the data hub have 2 sides, and some only have 1 side. The difference is that the ones with ports on both sides are inputs, so you can only input data here. You can't take it out. Whereas the ones with only ports on the right-hand side are outputs. You only can pull out data, you cannot put it in. So, for an example, I can take the distance here, and I can put it in, like the distance that the ultrasonic sensor reads. So if it reads 3 inches, I want it to have a duration of, actually this reads degrees, so if it reads 3 inches, it'll go forward 3 degrees. Really short distances, but that's the general idea. You connect these 2 ports together, and whatever the distance is from here goes into the duration over here. Now, there's something that you need to know about data wires, and that is that there are multiple types of data wires. So if I go to the help on data wires, I can show you this. Here we go. So we have data wires, and there are a couple of different options. We have very specific types of data. Okay, I guess this is the best picture they have. There's 3 types of data that you can have. You have numbers, text, and logic. So logic is only true and false. Text is any sort of text like hello world, my name is Andrew, or whatever it is. You can use that as text. Numbers are obviously just numbers. So those are your 3 data wires. Each one has a different color. Green is for logic. This orangey red color, I think of it as red, but I guess they call it orange. This red color is text, and then the numbers are yellow. If you both basically means that you messed up somewhere and you need to fix it. Press blue highlights when you select a data wire. You just click on it and delete it. So if it doesn't immediately go away, like for example, if I do this, it's gray. If I click over here, like I just miss it, but that's basically a short introduction to data wires, like why they exist. They exist to move data to and from blocks, to get this block to tell this block some information. And then also the three types of data wire. Three types of data that goes into wires: text, logic, and numbers. You'll be using numbers most of the time, but you do use the others quite a bit as well. So that about wraps up this video. What I'm going to show you in another video are some examples of what you can do with data wires and sample programs.